Two dead girls. Two dead girls. Dead girls. All right, hey everybody, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jessica.
And we are
Two Dead Girls.
Two Dead Girls.
So guys, if you have not yet seen Season 5, Episode 12, titled Remember, please turn this off.
We're going to spoil it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. What did you think of it before we really get into it?
I loved it. I liked it a lot.
I loved it so much. And you know, we always talk about it. Like, this was definitely, like, not a throwaway episode.
No, it was not. You met new people. We saw a little bit more in depth about how our characters are doing and how they're so, like, some of them are sneaky. I'm real proud of Carol right now, I have to say.
Carol, like, ooh, her big gun. Ooh,
I love her. She's like, oh, I miss that man every day. I love that man. I'm like, what?
Please.
Oh. So.
It was great. Dialogue, so much dialogue.
Yep.
We knew it was going to be not a lot of action. Yes, sweetheart, you can. We knew there was going to be not a lot of action.
Right.
And that was fine. I mean, we did have some good moments, yep. But it was packed. Like it probably one of my favorite non-action episodes.
So one of my favorite parts of this episode, I think it actually happened last week too, or it was in the preview or something. But when they first walk in the gates and they're like, they have to talk to Deanna first. Who's Deanna?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Who's Deanna?
He sounded like Batman for a minute. I was like, what is that voice and why are you yelling?
Simmer down, Abe. Simmer down.
It was funny. So what did you think of Deanna?
I don't know. At first, like when we very first saw her, I'm like, she kind of looks a little bit like Mary.
Oh yeah. So you're like, well.
She kind of like, I kind of said, all right.
Yeah.
If she's a congresswoman, I still don't know about this place. I hope it's a place where they can rest. I hope it's a place where they can gather their thoughts. I don't know. I just have the feeling that some people are going to move on and some people are going to stay behind.
I know. I don't know if I trust her yet. I don't know. I'm not sure if I trust her yet. But, I mean, she's filming them. So it starts off and she's filming Rick.
Well, yeah. Which I thought was really weird. And they have, they have electricity, they have all of these things, they have all of the modern conveniences. And in a way, I guess if Alexandria is what they say it is,
right,
it's a good thing that she's doing that, because now everybody will have a chance, the rest of the community will have a chance to see, okay, what did you ask Rick Grimes? Let me see what we know about Rick Grimes. She has probably a little video diary of every member of the community.
Right.
I would bet.
And actually on Talking Dead, who said it on Talking Dead? The girl, I don't know who she was. She's one of the directors or producers or something. But she said that the reason that she was filming was because if other members of the community want to get to know the new people, she lets them watch the videos or something.
Right, because I wonder if there's not a council like there was at the prison making decisions. I mean, I'm sure it's not just up to Deanna who's going to stay and who's going to go.
Right.
I don't think that would be fair. As a congresswoman, she knows it's not just up to one person. So.
Yeah, and so she basically says to Rick that she wants their group to help them survive.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I would definitely believe that. I mean, let's see, who do we know that we have so far? We have a congresswoman.
Yep.
Right? We have a surgeon.
We have a hairstylist.
Last week. A talented surgeon.
We have a hairstylist.
A hairstylist. Yeah, we have a hairstylist. We have a couple of I don't know, they remind me of frat boys, the guys that went out on the run.
Yeah, that was Deanna's son. I didn't like him. I didn't like him at all.
And now, Deanna mentioned that she had a son, and they didn't say in the episode that one of the, what the heck is his name? Hang on. Aiden.
Yeah.
They didn't come right out and say in the episode that Aiden was Deanna's son, but later on the Talking Dead, the girl that plays Tara
You there?
said, basically confirmed that, you know, Aiden was her son.
Right.
So we know that.
So at this point, she has them check their guns in.
Yeah, but one thing before, I'm hoping the girl that Carl saw on the outside in that house that was just outside the gates.
Yes.
I mean, it is possible that it is Enid, that girl that we meet later on in the episode,
Yep.
but it's definitely possible that it's not. I mean, those are houses. People could still be living in those houses just because they're not part of Alexandria.
Right.
You know, don't forget, they have asked people to leave. So you don't know who else is surviving out there.
Exactly.
Daryl was nice enough to, as they were coming on in, Daryl was nice enough to bring a welcoming gift. Shot a possum.
Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, that was pretty funny. And Daryl, man, in this episode, I don't know about Daryl. He's not.
I'm not happy.
He's not happy in the suburbs.
Well, I mean, think about Daryl Dixon in the real world in the suburbs. He would never have fit in there. And now he's back at a place where he just doesn't fit in.
Right.
He doesn't fit in. He's not going to be the hero. He's going to be the outsider. He's going to be the one that everybody's looking over their shoulder for. He's the loose cannon. And I really am very fearful, and I posted it on a few other people's reaction videos. I'm like, do you think that they're going to banish Daryl? Do you think they're going to find a job for Daryl? Because so far, it's just Sasha and Daryl. I don't know if Eugene and Abe and them have jobs yet, but I know that Sasha and Daryl definitely don't have jobs, and that scares me.
Yeah.
Deanna did say she's trying to figure out something for Mr. Dixon, but he's not all that responsive to kindness. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's rifling through her candy dish trying to take her cheetah candy when she gave her the interview. Like, is he taking her cheetah candy?
That was so funny. So I thought it was funny when they were checking their guns in that Carol was acting like she couldn't even take the damn gun off of her. I loved Carol this whole episode.
I didn't think that Carol was faking with the guns. I thought maybe possibly her shoulder was still hurt from whatever happened, from the car fall that she took with Daryl.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it wasn't until later on in the episode that I'm like, oh, so she was playing helpless there. Okay.
Yep, it was hysterical. I loved it.
Anna was a congressperson from Ohio, and she said that this place, that Alexandria, really was the start of sustainability.
Right.
So, all right, help me out here. This place was put together by the government?
Well, it sounded like that the government sent them there, like the army was pushing them that way, but then they never showed up. So these people got there, and the government people never got there.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like to me.
All right.
But
Okay.
everybody's got houses and water, and it's kind of crazy.
Electricity, pool tables,
Yeah.
water.
So they
Michonne brushed her teeth for 20 minutes. Finally, someone brushed their teeth.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So first,
Rewind.
Aaron walks them over to these two houses, and he says, you guys have two houses. So I'm kind of interested. I mean, I know they're all staying in one house right now, but I'm interested to see how it divides up eventually too. So if it does at all, I don't know.
Right.
I think it's kind of sweet that they all are staying in one room. Like they still want to stay together. It's kind of like they don't want to separate.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. I want people where I can reach out and touch them.
And then, dun dun dun, Rick gets a shower!
Yay! Rick gets a shower. Goodbye, Duck
Woo!
Commander Dynasty beard. It's done.
He shaves.
Oh man, he was dirty. I wish I could have seen the water pooling at the bottom of the shower.
Did you have a reaction to that?
Yes, I did.
So did I.
I really did.
We're gonna enter that reaction here because just them getting a shower was such a victory this week. Yes, showers. Yes, wash that beard. Ugh. Ugh. Dirty balls. This was one of the things I said I hope he did this week.
Oh my God, running water. Oh yeah, clean. Oh, look at their toenails. Ugh. Oh, he's gonna shave his beard off. Clean Rick Grimes. The less grimy Rick Grimes.
Let's see how far he goes.
Let's see how far it goes.
Back to just before the shower.
Yeah.
When Deanna was talking about the 3 men that she exiled.
Right.
She didn't exactly say why. She just said that they did not work out. And she, like you said, she wants these people to help us survive. And it is time to decide if you're the one that's deciding. Right. She said to Rick. Like, don't take your time thinking about this. If you're the one that makes the decisions, make the decision yes or no. And I thought it was great that he set his watch.
Yep.
He must not have known what time it has been for so long.
Right.
That was one of the first things he did is he set his watch.
Yep. Rick gets out of the shower. Rick gets out of the shower and suddenly he looks like he's 30 years old. And he's got this body and a clean-shaven face. And I was like, hi, Rick.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Officer Grimes. Like,
oh, my God.
and he answers the door shirtless, of course.
Yes. There stands Jesse like, Hamana, 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 Hamana. First of all, great name. Thank you. And she's like, hello, neighbor.
Hello, neighbor. So,
Hello, neighbor.
So she gives him a haircut.
Which I thought was really nice. And we find out that she has 2 sons. She has a son named Ron and a son named Sam.
Yeah. And a disgruntled husband that we see later.
Yeah, what a...
Yep.
Really a big...
Yep.
He's going to be a problem.
So I made a note here and it says, Carl needs a haircut too.
Yeah, he does.
He's got like a helmet going on. It's horrible.
I mean, especially next to these perfectly polished young men.
Yep. It has completely surpassed the Justin Bieber look, and it's just a helmet. It's horrible. So then Michonne comes down, and she's like, I spent 20 minutes. I couldn't stop brushing. I'm like, yes, brush those teeth.
That's it, man. It's not, if anything else, at least they're clean. At least they're clean.
And Daryl is gutting the possum on the front porch.
I thought that was fantastic.
I'm like,
that was great.
I can't even, he's in a, I don't know, he's still Daryl.
He looked like a caged animal when Deanna was talking to him. He was just kind of like looking around. He's like, I don't know. He's looking behind him. He's taking everything in. He's like, they deserve a roof over their head. I deserve, they took the cheetah candy and then everything, he went outside and got his possum. But the funny thing was is that as he's talking to her, he's holding the possum still while he's in the house. Yeah. He has not let go of that, like claimed, he has not let go of his possum.
That's pretty funny.
And as he was holding it in the house, next week go back and watch it again. It really looks like rigor mortis had definitely settled in on that possum because that thing's tail was straight. It was like he was carrying a cane.
Yeah, it was gross.
It looked like he was holding it.
That was pretty gross. So
I like how Rick was saying that him and Laura used to drive around neighborhoods like this and say, one day we'll be here. And sure enough, they are.
So Deanna comes by, and she sees Rick, and she's like, how you doing? Like, she's like, she looks at him, and she's like, wow, I was like, yeah, she likes Rick too.
She's like, I had no idea what was under there.
Right.
And even Rick was just like, oh, just get over it. Did you see on The Talking Dead that Andrew Lincoln said that Norman Reedus still has his beard in a Ziploc bag in his refrigerator?
He posted it on Instagram, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. That's pretty funny. So Deanna comes by and she says that she's going to be assigning jobs to people.
Yeah.
And she's got a few picked out already, but she's still thinking of a few others.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sees them all staying in one room, and she's like, oh. You know, I don't think she was expecting them all to be camping out like that.
And she said, you know, you said that you all are a family.
Right.
So, I don't know.
So what was the significance of, they're sleeping on the floor, Rick wakes up, and he goes into the kitchen and gets a knife.
I think he just needed some type of weapon because they gave up their weapons.
That's true.
And going back to the weapons, how come Daryl still had his crossbow in the interview?
Well, and Carl still had his knife on his belt, too, when they went into the house.
Yes.
So maybe they just took...
guns, automatic weapons?
I think they just took guns, maybe, yeah.
All right.
So...
Rick needed something.
Yeah. So the next morning, they get up and they're exploring. They're going to explore the neighborhood.
Yep.
And Rick freaks out because he loses Carl and Judith. Which is, hey, you know what? I don't blame him. I would too, you know.
No, absolutely. Don't go too far ahead. And he winds up on the cute old couple's porch.
The senior citizen's house.
Senior citizen's house. And what did Jesse say? Judith's going to have to deal with some pinched cheeks because we haven't had babies here in a long time.
She said that we haven't seen a baby in a long time. And then she wants her sons to meet Carl.
Yes. Were those two boys that he played video games with Enid? Those weren't her two boys, were they? Were one of them?
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I thought it was interesting how I said to Bill, I said, Carl has no idea how to interact with other kids and how to be a kid. Like, they're like, you want to play video games? He's like, in his head, it looks like he's saying, screw the video games. We need to pay attention to what's happening outside. You know, like, he doesn't care about the stuff that he should be doing at his age.
He doesn't want to get soft.
Right.
He does not want to get weak. You know, I don't know if it's really possible for them. It's like muscle memory. Like, they've done this for so long in so many different scenarios. Farm, Woodbury, prison.
Right.
I don't think that they're going to forget how to survive. I don't think they're going to forget how to survive. But becoming weaker, absolutely. I think that could happen to some of them.
Right.
I don't think all of them. Oh no, Carl met Mikey and Enid, and then there's one other person.
The girl, she doesn't like Carl at all.
I don't know. I mean, we know that one of the boys is Jesse's. I'll wait till you come back.
I'm here. Wait, hang on.
I know that one of the boys that Carl was playing video games with is most likely one of Jesse's sons.
Right.
Then there was Mikey that he was playing with. Hey, Mikey's dad has a pool table.
Right.
So we know that the boys he was playing video games with, they have parents.
Right.
Maybe Enid doesn't, and that's why she was hopping the fence.
I don't know. I'm interested to see. I'm wondering if she's the one that went and took Rick's gun out of the blender.
I think so. I think that she did.
So.
She did, and I think that she has some type of ties to that cabin in the woods, and she's going to keep going back there, whether that was her house or whether that was where her parents stayed, or this. Yes, you can, sweetheart. Yes, you can. Or, like Deanna said, not everybody was accepted.
Right.
Maybe they took in Eden and did not take her parents for whatever reason.
Right.
Maybe her parents begged her, please take my daughter in. If you can't take us, don't leave my daughter out. And she's hopping the fence to go and see them all the time.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm thinking so far ahead. My head hurts.
That night, Rick is walking down the street by himself, and that's when he meets. Well, he doesn't meet him, but Jesse's husband, who's a real jerk.
Yeah, he really is.
I'm interested to see what that's about.
Doesn't get off the porch to shake his hand, so you know already he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Right. So, I thought that was interesting.
He's going to be a problem.
So the next morning, they show Carol getting interviewed, and I thought that her interview with Deanna was hysterical.
It was. He wants to just, I'm a people person. I miss my husband.
I'm the mother figure of the group.
I'm the mother figure. I'm the dead mother.
Oh, it was
That's
awesome.
right, Carol. You hide your bad three.
The way they dressed her was hysterical. I was like, what?
That was
pretty
probably
funny.
my favorite moment between her and Carol when she says to him, we have to keep up appearances. You haven't showered yet? You have to keep up appearances. I'm going to hose you off in your sleep.
Yep.
And then as she's walking away, he shouts out, you look ridiculous.
Look ridiculous. I love it.
We were cracking up.
Yep. So, and then she tells Daryl, have you showered yet?
Yeah.
She says, we're going to hose you down. I was like, that's right. Hose him down because he is greasy dirty.
I'm going to hose you down in your sleep.
My God. So now we're at the point where Carl sees Eden leave. He sees her climbing the wall.
Yes.
And he follows her.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, Rick is looking. He went to go look for his gun.
Yes. And what I thought was fantastic, when Carl and Rick met up, there was no like, Carl, what the heck are you doing out here?
He trusts him now. At this point he's over that. I think Rick just lets Carl. He knows Carl knows how to take care of himself. I feel like.
Yep. They made eye contact. It was kind of like an unspoken silence that they're like, all right, you're aware I'm here. I'm aware that you're here. Let's do what we have to do. And So here's my question: the zombies at that house where the blender was, do you think that those were the people that she exiled? It could be, but we have to remember that one of them was underneath something.
That one maybe was for sure.
Was hidden underneath something, and I think that was a recent hide because Rick hid the blender there just a couple of days before.
Right.
Hid the gun in the blender. Where was the walker under the wood then?
True.
He wasn't anywhere. You gonna tell me that a walker just kind of like crawled himself underneath and said, "Oh, this looks like a nice spot to rest. I'm going to sleep under this."
Right.
No.
Right.
So that he just got in there recently.
Yeah, that's true.
I really think that, like you said, Enid took the gun, and she's going back to that cabin for a reason.
Yep. So they kill all the zombies there. And it almost, I think, at least the way I took it was, I feel like Carl kind of saved Rick because that one that he had to stab from behind, they worked real well together. I feel like they both worked real well together.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah.
And I hate to say it in this way, but had Lori lived, Carl wouldn't be the kind of kid that he is now.
No, exactly. No, because when Diana was interviewing Carl, she said, "I'm sorry you lost your mother," and he said, "I didn't just lose her, I killed her." Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could tell right there that he's not past that, but he's dealt with it and it changed him. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're on to the run with Glenn, Tara, and the other two guys.
Glenn, Tara, Aiden.
And that other guy. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, Aiden seems like a real, just a jockey douchey.
I think it's so interesting to see how another group deals with the walkers. Like how our group is no nonsense, kill them right away. This group is like tying them up, and you're doing it wrong. Like that's not what you do. We're
gonna make him suffer for what he did. He can't feel anything.
He doesn't even know what you're doing.
How long have you been behind these walls?
Right, exactly.
It's just the most ridiculous thing. And I love how he was walking around with his chest puffed out, his peacock feathers up, and I know I could be an a-hole, I know I could be a d-bag, and blah, 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 but this is just the way it's going to be. And I'm looking at my husband going, who the heck is this guy?
Right.
What does he think? You have no idea what just stepped into Alexandria.
No.
You think that you're running the show? No, my friend. You're really, really not.
Yep.
You know, because you're a member of the ROTC. Would have made, a higher rank, too, if this hadn't happened. I doubt it, because you just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know.
So, this walker that they come upon, his skin is all... That was my zombie kill of the week, though.
That was mine, too.
Was it? That's funny.
Yes.
So we can insert that right here. Woo-hoo!
Do it, Tara. Do it, Tara. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ew. Tara, Tara. Is that why she's on? Thank you, Jesus, Glenn.
Yeah. Thank you. What did you call it? I called it the skin off my back walker.
Yeah, it was funny to listen to like Greg Nicotero talk about it, and I love when I wanted everybody to see the structure of what he looked like inside. And you could really just get your hands all up in there and ugh.
Yep.
And that was the same guy that played that walker was the same walker that took Dale down.
That's what they said on Talking Dead, yeah.
Do you ever notice that you can recognize some walkers? I'm like, oh, he's been a walker before.
No, I'm not that good.
There have been about 3 or 4 times that I'm like, he's been a walker before.
That's funny. They get back to Alexandria, and Glenn just clocks Aiden, and I was so happy.
Yep, Aiden got in trouble, too, because he was starting trouble, and his mommy saw him.
See, and I don't know. Here's the point again. Was Deanna doing that just to make them feel good? Saying, oh, good, I'm glad you did that. Or is she just playing to them? Do you know what I mean? I couldn't tell if she was being honest.
I kind of found it genuine. I kind of thought she was like, listen,
he needed
until
that.
further notice. What's that?
He needed his ass kicked, Yeah,
no, he did. He really did. You're just out on a run.
Right.
You're not the one that's going to select how someone's going to be reprimanded. You're not going to select the jobs for people. These guys need a new job, or they need a new gig, or whatever it was that he said.
Right.
She's like, no, they don't. Who are you?
Yep. So that happened. And then she asked Rick to be the officer.
Constable, yep.
And Michonne, too.
Constables, Rick and Michonne.
Very nice.
I thought that was nice.
A little soon, like what Rick was saying, isn't it a little soon to be handing over authority to strangers? That's why I'm still not sold yet. Are they really that scared that they want these people to just come in and save them right away? Or is there something else going on? I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, do we know exactly how big Alexandria is yet? Because according to mine and my husband's calculations, Deanna, her son, the other guy at the gate, we have Aaron and Eric, we have Jessie with her 2 sons, boy 1 and boy 2. We have her husband. We have the old couple, right? Old man, old woman.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were having that whole exchange at the gate, there were like 3 people in the background that were kind of like looking on when Glenn and Aiden were getting into a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't think that there's that many.
Like, I'm interested to find out exactly how many houses are in Alexandria and how many people are in Alexandria.
Yeah, we'll find out.
And how many supplies do they have? I mean, running water, that's great, but, you know, where she did say that there was a mall nearby, and that's where they got all of the stuff. Her husband was the one that helped to put the walls up. Is her husband still alive? We don't know, but she did mention that her husband was the one that helped to secure it. So at least we know there's a mall nearby.
I wonder if her husband was one of the people she exiled.
You never know. So and then you stop and you think about it. Well, if there's a mall nearby, why were they going for a run in the woods?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. So.
But there's only 4 more episodes left.
Yes, there is.
How does this happen?
I loved the quote at the end. When Rick and Carol and Daryl are on the front porch, and Rick says, well, we'll make it work. And if they can't, we'll just take this place. I was like, yes, take it.
But I said, listen, if they were listening in on your conversations outside of Alexandria, every inch of that house has got to be bugged.
Right.
Keep your mouth shut and write notes. Yeah. Honestly.
That's a good idea, actually.
Don't talk out loud. Because if they could hear you all the way out there, they're certainly going to hear you inside.
Yeah. But I thought it was interesting just to see that dynamic from Rick. Like, first it was when Aaron, last week's episode, when they found all the food and he's like, this is all ours. Like, all of a sudden, Rick is like, so, I'm taking this. Like, this is mine. You know, like, if that doesn't work, we're taking it. Like, he's no nonsense. I really liked him this season.
He's really been very good. Now, hey, do you know what Easter egg Chris Hardwick was talking about on Talking Dead? Because they never got to it.
They never said it, but somebody said that it either had something to do with Rick's officer jacket.
Okay.
Or the gun that he put in the blender, somebody said was the same gun that Aiden gave to Tara when they went on the run.
Well, on the comments of my reaction video, someone said that there was a J engraved in the gun that Rick put in. So if anybody's walking around with the J on a gun, we know. So I don't remember looking at the guns that they were handling when they went on their run.
Yeah.
If there were any J's, but again, I wasn't looking for it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Another person commented saying that they think the Easter egg may have been the comic book that he picked up.
Oh, yes. I heard that too. Somebody said it was issue. It was the issue from Walking Dead or something. Yeah.
It had to do with the wolves or something like that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but
I don't know. All in all, a really good episode.
I really liked it. Yeah, it was good. So yeah, I'm excited for next week's. And what is it? You said 4 more episodes left?
4 more episodes, and Norman Reedus put up on his Twitter or Facebook the other day that the season finale will be 90 minutes.
Yes, that's amazing. I'm happy about that.
I'm really happy about that.
So that'll be good.
I love this show so much.
Insane. It's insane. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We only had 2 reactions this week because it was mostly getting to know these characters. And I think that the shower scene was it was just a great thing this week, and a zombie kill, so there we are.
I wanted him to have like an orgasm, like in those Herbal Essence commercials. Oh
my gosh. Yes. It was funny, though. It was funny. Nice houses. They got nice houses.
They are nice houses.
So.
But the coolest thing is that that's actually a real community where people live.
Right.
They live in that neighborhood.
Yep.
the crew has to get out of the street because someone's coming home from work.
Right. So, yeah, so that's it. So that was our episode this week, guys.
Hope you liked it.
Yep. And 4 more episodes. What does that mean? That we have March and maybe 1 in April? How many weeks is there in March? 4? 3? March, that's it.
Hang on. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. No. 4 more episodes. We're going to be till March 29th.
And then we got to grab our ankles until October again.
Oh my God. When are you due?
Easter Sunday, April 5th.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. You're going to have her like on the 29th during the season finale.
Oh, don't say that.
Lisa Push, you have to watch.
She has to wait. No, she has to wait until the season finale comes. Well,
so funny.
That's all.
So I guess that's it.
That's all. So we will see you guys next week for our, what is it, episode? What episode is it next week?
Episode number 13.
13. And
yeah.
Feel free.
I remember the title, but I can't remember it right now.
No, I don't remember it. So let us know what you thought of this episode. Leave us the comments below. Check out our Facebook page and any questions that you want us to answer on there for next week also. And we'll see you next week. Until next week, guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Jessica.
And we are...
2 Dead Girls.
2 Dead Girls. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.